Hey everyone, James here from JVC Paints. If you hear me laughing, it's probably because I've said, hey guys, it's James from JVC Paints about 20,000 times in the last 10 minutes. Take 5,000. Today, I am showing you the last 8 figures I've done from the infamous JT Warsaw Uprising series for a friend of mine for his Bolt Action Army. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the figures and I'm going to put up some snaps. So let's talk a little bit about the figures here real quick. One thing I'd say about doing this army is that it's a lot like painting a late war Waffen-SS army. So you can see, particularly in these 3 figures, in this set, 1, 2, and 3, in this subset, I should say, a lot of Waffen-SS uniforms and equipment. The exception is this guy, he's got a Tommy gun, Thompson submachine gun. So, and so a lot of camo, things like that, field gray. I did endeavor to do the Polish Eagle on this guy's helmet. Maybe I can bring him up a little bit closer into the center here. Maybe you can check that out a little bit more. But all in all, they turned out okay. I have no problems with the figures at all. Great sculpts. Whoever sculpted these did a fantastic job. I think they're really, really good. Other things with the other figures here, let's move the camo guys out of the way. I'll put some snaps up of these guys later, but let's concentrate on these other guys. Pardon my hand. We've got another LMG guy here. He has the, I'm noticing there's a little bit of a touch-up I have to do there. He's got, I think it's the French LMG, which was used extensively by the Waffen-SS for some reason. I guess they liked it in World War II. He was all right to do. We've got this guy here with his submachine gun. You can't really see his face because of the lighting in his position, but I did do his face. I even did the eyeballs there. You can't really see it. We'll put a photo up of him later. Move these 2 chaps out of the way. And then we have the flamethrower here, which I'll put dead center. 2-man team, flamethrower. What I did with these guys is just to give it a little bit of a hint of the flamethrower. The guy in the front there, I've given him some red pants. I gave him sort of an orange turtleneck there. And then finally we've got the guy, the reason he's got his back to you is he was taking a group shot himself, so he's got the camera, and he's got a little black cat. The bases are not finished yet. I'm going to go back and do the bases later for the entire army now that they're all finished, because I wanted to make them look uniform or at least fit in with each other. I didn't want to do them piecemeal. So what else is left for this army is I have 2 vehicles. I have the armored car, I think it's called the Kubis, and I also have a Hetzer as well. And I think the Kubis is from Infamous J2, but I think the Hetzer might be Warlord game. I'm going to put up some snaps of these guys so you can check them out individually, and then when we come back, I'm just going to waffle for 25 seconds or so and let you know what's going on with me. And I've got a paint recommendation too that I'd like to tell you all about. Here they are again, the 8 figures I've done from the infamous JT Warsaw Uprising series. I've got 2 vehicles left to do for these guys. I've got a whole bunch of other projects on the go here. I've got the Gallic Fanatics from Victrix that are coming up. I have 3 bolt action projects, one that's new and I'm really excited about, one that's old that I've been dragging my ass with. And I also have some Old West figures that I'm going to be showing soon. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to do a lot of videos between now and New Year. So one last thing though, I have a paint recommendation. I went into town last weekend, and I always hear about this paint here, the Earthshade, on everybody else's channels. They're always going into GW looking for it, etc., etc. That and Nuln Oil. I didn't get the Nuln Oil. They didn't have any, but I bought this, and I'm just going to keep it in dollars to keep it simple. This was basically $6, okay? So I paid the equivalent in Japan of $6 for this. So this was $6, and the paint next to it, you can see here's the ceramic coat. It's from Delta Creative. Maybe I can pan up the camera a little bit here. You can see my horrible computer setup in the back. It's 4 times the amount of paint, okay? And it was a third of the price. So I know that things are going, well, especially for me economically, the yen is completely tanking. So maybe where you are too, things are getting, you're going to have to pinch some pennies here pretty soon. Nice alliteration, James. Thank you, James. So get yourself down to a craft store. You can get this or this paint here or the Americana paint, and it is literally, I would say, 30% cheaper. It has to be minimum 30% cheaper than the GW paints. And a lot of times people ask me, oh, what paint did you use for this? How did you paint that? I can't give you an answer because I don't use Army Painter, I don't use Vallejo, I don't use GW paints. I use these paints because they last, they're just as good. All you gotta do is thin them out a little bit, and they're a lot cheaper, a lot easier on your wallet. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I probably did about 10,000 takes. It took me probably about an hour to film this. It's probably only about 5 minutes long. So anyways, guys, see you in the next one. Take it easy. Keep those brushes moving. Have a good one.